landscape photography, winter is my all-time favorite season. Welcome back to 60 Days in Japan. This is the episode I have been waiting to make since I first started planning this trip. I was up early. Breakfast at Hotel Route Inn. Substantial. Changes every day, worth getting up for. And then straight to Yamagata Station for the Yamako bus from Platform 1. The bus to Zao Onsen takes about 40 minutes and costs 1,000 yen one way. Buses run every 30 to 60 minutes. When I arrived at the stop, the line was already long. While I was standing in it, the line got longer. The bus eventually arrived. Not everyone in the line got on. I got on. This felt like a significant personal achievement at 7 in the morning. From the Zao Onsen bus terminal, it is a 10-minute walk to the Zao Ropeway base station. The ropeway operates in 2 stages. First, from Zao Sanroku Station up to Juhyo Kogen Station. Then, from Juhyo Kogen up to Jizo Sancho Station at the top. You need the full return ticket to Jizo Sancho. This winter, it was 4,200 yen for an adult return. The first lift was crowded with skiers. It had snowed the night before, which meant everyone who owned skis was there. I waited about 30 minutes for the main gondola and another 15 for the second one. This is normal. Weekdays are better than weekends. I was on a weekday and it was still busy. I got into the gondola. It was extremely crowded. I could not get a good spot to shoot video. Everyone had packed in and the windows were taken. This is where I made a mistake I want to tell you about so you do not make the same one. The first gondola from Zao Sanroku Station up to Juhyo Kogen Station. There is a Zao Ropeway Priority Pass. A priority ticket gets you on first. That lets you bypass the long queue for the uphill Sanroku Line, which means you get to choose your spot. Window seat. Best angle. Camera ready before everyone else piles in. Worth knowing, the priority pass only applies to the upward journey on the first section. It does not extend to the second ropeway up to the summit or to any return trips. But for the first ride, where you want the best position for filming the snow monsters as they appear, it is absolutely the ticket to buy. Next time. The people around me in the gondola were very kind. They squeezed me into a spot that was not perfect but was doable. Made room without being asked, without any fuss. I was genuinely appreciative. It did not fix the camera angle, but it helped. Kogen Station, the middle stop, is worth pausing at on both the way up and the way down. The landscape there is extraordinary in its own right. I stopped here twice and would have stopped longer if the cold had permitted it. As the second ropeway ascends, the snow monsters begin to appear. First, one or two, then more. Then you are surrounded by them, and the gondola window is the only thing between you and a scene that does not look like it belongs to this world. Then, the snow monsters. Or, more accurately, what I could see of them. From Juhyo Kogen Station all the way up to Jizo Sancho and back, the visibility was so low that I could barely make out the snow monsters. If you look carefully at the footage I'm showing you now, you can just about see them. The mountain had decided not to perform well today. Snow monsters, Juhyo, created by strong Siberian winds driving super-cooled water droplets onto the trees, which freeze and accumulate over months until the trees are encased, transformed into these enormous, organic, completely surreal frozen forms. They are not small. I am going to show you what they look like when the weather is clear. Here are a few clips. And that is the thing about Zao in winter. The snow monsters are entirely at the mercy of the weather. Some days you get the full spectacle. Some days you get a white wall and a sense of where they might be. Going in knowing this, and staying multiple days so the odds are in your favor, is the correct approach. The cold at the top was serious regardless of visibility. I could stay outside for about 20 minutes at a stretch before going back inside restaurant Sancho to warm up. Then out again. Then back in. The cold winds. Plan accordingly. At the top of Jizo Sancho Station, there is a lucky bell. Ringing it is a popular tradition said to bring good luck, happiness, and love. I rang it, and the people behind me cheered. They were a big, happy family. I think from Taiwan, loud and warm and clearly having a wonderful time together. I was on my own, as I usually am on this trip, and they could see that. They just decided to cheer me on anyway. Not quietly, properly, the whole group. I have been asked before why I travel solo, why I take 60 days away, why I go so far on my own. This is why. Meeting people, seeing nature, feeling good. You cannot plan for a family from Taiwan cheering you on at the top of a snow-covered mountain. You just have to show up and let it happen. After the snow monsters, I walked down to Zao Onsen village, known locally as Springs of Beauty. The village itself has a quality I did not fully expect. You can smell it before you see it. The water here is very acidic and highly sulfurous. The acidity is what gives Zao's water its famous skin therapeutic properties. The streets are charming, the ryokans are rustic and genuine. The whole place feels like it has been here for a long time and is not performing for anyone. Old world Japan and world-class skiing in the same place, and somehow neither compromises the other. Many of the ryokans open their baths to non-staying guests. I did not have time on this visit. This is on the list for when I come back, which I will. In episode 6, I mentioned Zao Onsen as an alternative to Ginzan Onsen for anyone traveling through Tohoku. Now that I have been to both, I can close that comparison properly. Ginzan Onsen is very small. In half an hour, you can walk its entire length. It is beautiful, especially in the right conditions, and wonderful for atmosphere and photography. Zao Onsen is a completely different proposition. The snow monsters alone justify the trip. Add the ropeway, the skiing, the village, the onsen culture, the views from Juhyo Kogen. Zao is somewhere I could spend multiple days and leave wanting more, which is exactly what happened. Yamagata as a whole turned out to be one of my favorite regions of this entire 60-day trip. My next stop was Hokkaido, Sapporo, where I arrived during record-breaking snowfall. The city's January snow accumulation exceeding 1 meter for the first time in 21 years. Subscribe so you do not miss it. I will see you in Sapporo.